Sorry?
You got anything besides Amelie's recitation?
She's showing off right now.
That's all you need.
No announcements
I
to make.
I thought she put you in a crib. I saw the bars.
She said she threatens to do that. She said when I'm older she's going to change my diapers.
Could be.
Yeah, just I hope everybody enjoyed Word's class. Thank you so much, Word, for teaching that today. And we'll start Q&A tonight, and Seiji's going to lead a Q&A. So please stick around after classes for Seiji. Ask all the tough questions about Word's book, especially. Get those out of the way.
Wait, tonight Seiji's doing that?
Yep.
After 3 hours?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, good.
Oh, he's a little nervous. Look at him.
I'll tell them to save them for you, Nick.
We're going to alternate the Q&A sessions. Some are going to be at night, our time, and some are going to be in the morning, our time.
Okay.
So there's Q&A sessions for everybody.
All right. Cool.
All right, boss, you take the plane, please.
Let me try to find Sugeng's text. Yeah, here we go.
Asking me, boss.
Hi, handsome. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let me share the screen with you. All right. They say everybody's a mirror of yourself, so I think everybody's handsome.
Thank you.
All right. Here's where we are with Mr. Sugeng. We've been going to a main text and a biography. Sashi, by the way. We did 2 folios of the commentary, which is extremely difficult. But we spent 2 classes on the biography. That's why we didn't do more folios. And remember, these folios are bigger. Why?
Because they're pages of a book.
Well, no, they are coming from the Tengyur.
Oh.
And the Derge Tengyur is packed. Every page is got many words on it. So, somebody else might do 12 folios from Vimalakirti, but we're only doing 2 or 3 folios from Vasubandhu's Wheeler. So don't be discouraged. It's a different amount of words, actually, much different. So we're going to try to do 1 class of the biography of Master Vasubandhu, and we'll try to do 5 classes, and we'll try to do 3 folios. And we still won't get out of Marikpa. Unfortunately, you will have to have Marikpa until the next term. His commentary is hugely biased towards the explanation of misunderstanding. So you can see it here. He spends a lot more on misunderstanding, which is good for us, because that's what we have. Let's see here. Yeah, I was thinking you could do this in 2 volumes. You can finish 1 in 2024 and 1 in 2028. And each one will be about the size of the Diamond Cutter Sutra translation. And we're still looking for Sanskrit. Aisha's still looking for any pieces of the Sanskrit. So far, we don't have much luck. If we do 2 books, we could go the first 6 links, and then we could have the second 6 links in separate books, and they would be about the same size. Yeah. Oh, and then we have Yongsan Yeshi Gyaltsen's biography of Master Vasubandhu, and that's going to add more to your books. They're going to be actually about 500 pages or something. Okay. There's the chapters we're going to go through. They're pretty evenly distributed, except for ignorance or misunderstanding. Okay. And so again, we're going to skip back to the biography part. And I read your translation, and it was good. I was able to remember the biography of Vasubandhu. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed your translation.
Thank you, Josh.
I read the whole thing. Yeah, so here goes the biography. And Nick just looks so excited to help check your pronunciation this time. Okay, here we go.
Thank
Let
you.
me make it bigger if I can.
Sure.
Okay, how's that?
Yes,
Oops,
this is
sorry.
all right. Gelwetem paring du nepe chir gendun ki te kang tang kang na yupa te tang ter chut si gyachempo zuk panse.
Good. This zook at the very end of the second line is similar to chuk that we had in Allison's Vinaya text. What does that mean?
To get someone to do something.
Yeah, to get someone to do something nice, Nick. You should wait till I offer money. Gawi temba ring to nepechir. What's that mean, you guys? You work it out. Kramer, lash out. Let's go. Gawi temba ring to nepechir. So that
The teachings of the victor stay for a long time.
yay. He would arrange people to do chupas
Offerings.
Make
to
offerings.
the Gendon,
Sangha.
to the Sangha. Okay, he was a fundraiser, basically. Chishi here is just another word for chupanam. Okay, so he arranged very elaborate offerings. Okay, wherever there was a group of Sangha, in any place that there was a group of Sangha, Kandan Kangna, Dedan there, wherever, there. Okay, whatever places there was a lot of Sangha, he would arrange lots of offerings for them and make sure they got their salaries from the hotels. Okay, maybe he was Tim. Okay, let's go. Nick, keep going with him. You didn't have much there.
Auti bishai yul tu drum se chempo siki chindak che te tek pa chempo gendun tong trak chu nila ndawa sum du chu kor chuk te du ton ke parche.
Nice. Okay. Odivisha is in eastern India. It's on the coast of India, on the bay. It's between Chennai and Kolkata on the east side of India. And nowadays it's called Orissa. And it used to be, it's also called Odisha, but in the old days it was called Odivisha. And so basically he was on the east coast of India. Okay, Yildu, in a place, and those areas were all split up into tiny kingdoms, and they didn't talk to each other much. Yildu, Tramse Chemboshik, there was a great who? Brahman, yeah. And he was the jindak for a party that was thrown by Vasubandhu.
The sponsor?
Mm-hmm. And he got Dong Chunyi Gendans to come. He got Mahayana monks and nuns. Tongdak Chunyi. Talk is just a numberizer, so you can ignore it. He got 12,000. He invited 12,000 people. Yeah, I just did 100 a few days ago. That was. Somebody's got their mic on, Nick.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I just did 100 people for a party the other day. It was unbelievably a lot of work. I had to sleep for 3 days. Chunyi la Dawasundu, not just for one night, but Dawasum.
3 months?
For 3 months, they had a Dharma party. Okay. Dutun means a festival. And Chunkor means he taught the Dharma. And they had, they fed everybody and they had a big Dharma festival. Okay. So I think that's a nice, it's nice to get some kind of feeling for these people, what they were like. And it seems like he was into gay, what's it called? Shige Wangdok, he was into Gepa, right? He was into throwing the parties. Yeah. Which I like to find that out about Vasubandhu. It seems to fit his philosophy.
I guess
All
there was
right.
a wa where it said tech wa.
Oh, that's a mistake.
It's just a mistake.
Yeah. Oops. There's a mistake fixing the mistake. Okay. All right. Dr. Kramer, help this guy out here. Make fun of him. Point out mistakes that are not there.
Faster.
Lop
Slower.
lopun pakpa tok me ki du le chang tek pa chempoi chen yang ge par chung te dak nit chempo di lop ma tek pa chempoi gelong duk tri long pa chung she drak so.
Nice. Lopan Pakpa Togme. Who's that? Sugeng?
Arya Sangha.
Yep, Master Arya
Master
Sangha.
Arya Sangha.
Now this lay here, Sugeng, is comparative.
Oh, okay.
And Gepa means even broader, even more broad. So what do you think it says?
So
Even
what is
compared to the dew of Tokme.
the time of compared to the time of the Master Arya Sangha?
Good. Yeah. Even compared to that, Gyang, even compared to him, the custom of Chepa and Nyamba Mahayana spread wider. What's Chinyan? Chinyan means explain and listen to, and it means teaching. Okay. They put, it's like Qiyang means heavy, light means weight. And explaining, listening means teaching. Okay. The teaching was going on even bigger than in the time of Master Sangha. This implies that Master Sangha was somehow gone by this time. You see what I mean? Okay. Dagni Chembo D. What's that? What's a Dagni Chembo, you guys?
Great being.
Mahatma.
Mm-hmm. This great being, he had lobma, which means gelop, students who were Tekpa Jumbo gelongs,
Mahayana monks.
and chi means, it means two things. So gang, it can mean throne, and it can mean 10,000. What do you think it is here?
60,000, 10,000.
Yeah, 60,000. Longba means totaling or reached up to 60,000 chung. She dak so. That's what people say. You know, it is said by people that he got up to 60,000 students. And, you know, I was talking to somebody yesterday, my mom, that how the internet is so unbelievable. You know, sometimes DC has 40,000 people watching. And it's weird, you know, it's really weird. In one way, it's a good thing, you know, in one way, it's a terrible thing. Okay, I don't get to fly to Singapore. All right, let's find another victim here. Venerable Apala, will you check Sugeng on this next paragraph?
Easy job.
Thank you. Lapung rangi tang hlanchik tu nepe gelong de nun zin pang paang tong zam re yut de tam che kyang chul trim nampar dakpa de nusumla mang tu tu pa tang tenpa gyalwe tenwa zin ching pel nu tempa ten.
Yeah, sorry.
Galwe tempa zin ching pel nu pa shatak jung she drako.
Nice. You're really good with languages. You're lucky. You're like Nick has a good ear too. Lopen Rangi, the master himself. What's Lenchik to Nepa mean, you guys?
All
Was
those who were
present at the same
gathered with
time.
him there.
Yeah, who were in his direct retinue, okay? In his direct circle, like who he had to travel with, for example. It was monks, Gelong, Dana Jimba. They had mastered the three Pitakas, okay? Abhidharma Pitaka. What's the other two?
Vinayan Sutra. Vinaya
Yeah,
Pitaka Sutra.
nice. Very good, very good. How many used to travel with him? Dong some. About 1,000. Each time he went someplace, there'd be 1,000 people straggling behind. If you think 4 or 5 people, trying to get 4 or 5 people to move through an airport is difficult. Imagine 1,000 people on donkeys or something. Okay, Samre Yeching, and all of those guys, they Tam Che Kyang, they were Tsultrim number Dakpa.
Holding into the morality,
Mhm.
holding
Yeah,
into the
pure.
vows. No,
Very purely, very
very
purely.
purely.
Okay, and they had a lot of tepa in the Denusum.
I had heard a lot of
Absorbed
teachings
a
from the
lot.
3 baskets.
Yeah,
The 3
they had,
baskets.
they had studied a lot of the 3 baskets, and they were zimbaing the Gyawi Temba.
They hold on to the teaching of the
Yeah.
Lord.
Victor.
They were John Brady's. They were preserving the teachings. Now, Nimpa means they had the power to keep those teachings in the world and to pelwa those teachings,
Spread them.
to spread them. Okay. What's shatak, you guys, for $22?
100%.
A lot.
100%.
Yeah.
Wait, who said that?
Word said it first.
I don't know. It's got sort of a delay on his internet. I didn't hear it yet.
We tried to zap his computer. We hired a hacker, but we thought it would
Okay,
equal the money we would make.
Xiaoping, if you're out there, $22 for a word. If you're not out there, I save some money. Okay, shatak.
What is the shatak again? Sorry.
22 for words, right?
$22. Yeah.
Okay.
And 50 cents. Okay. I'm feeling good. How do you feel, Stanley? You look a little pale.
I'm recovering.
Okay. All right. It
Yeah.
must have been that wedding party cake or something. I'm having
Yes.
trouble recovering from it also. So, you know, they say the tail of the dog. Did I teach you that?
No.
Hair of
You
the
gotta
dog.
ask Ben Kramer someday. Okay. I'm not allowed to do it on the mixed nuts.
Okay.
I had it with the wedding cake. Okay, shatak means every single one of them. Shatak means every single one of them was capable of both preserving and spreading the teachings. Shade talk means people say, you know, we hear people say, you know, who heard about stories of those times that he always traveled with 1,000 monks. And those 1,000 monks were extraordinary people, each one of them, every single one of them. Okay. All right. Sugeng, keep going. Venerable Upala, you don't, you know, you're just sitting around all day doing nothing, so you can check. You know, she's proofreading so many mixed nuts books that when I met her, her eyes were watering for like a whole hour. It's unbelievable. Just like Kirup Tembadage from 1493. All right, here we go.
Etar lepung I nyen ki kung lo ger nye we partu gyakartu tempala chewa gyachempo
Jawa.
gyawa
Jawa.
Jawa
Gyachempo.
Jawa gyachempo sene tar gupa mangpo sikla
Chic.
signe sikla
Chic.
sik
Shik.
sik sikla
Chic.
Sugeng.
Yeah,
sikla sik.
I'm gonna cut it there. All right,
Thanks, Ben, for the assist.
who's Lopan Yignin?
This Vasubandhu.
Yeah, Vasubandhu. Yeah. Ki, when he was Nyewa to Lo Gya.
Close to 100 years old.
Nice, Nick. Nice, Nick. When he was close to 100 years old, up to the time when he was almost 100, Pardu, up to that time, in the land of India, he was doing Gya Chembo actions.
Widespread.
Widespread.
Yeah, very, how do you say, impact. He was doing things with great impact in India. And at the end of that period, he saw there was another great need. He saw there were other great needs. Gopa Mambo Shik La Signe. He saw there were other great purposes to be served. And so who's checking? Oh, Stanley, you look like you really want to criticize Sugeng. It's really fun, isn't it?
Yeah. I would do
There's
it
a
for free.
she in that last line, Stanley. Get him there.
There's a she
Yeah.
there.
Whatever happened, I don't know.
Okay.
lop ma te nu zin pa tong thang dang cheo wow
Pel,
yul
Pel.
pel
Yeah.
on chep dang chepel yul tu chun te pel yul na nepe gen dun nam la tek pa chem poi chu gia chep ten ching ten pa yun ring tu nepe chir chok der chun si yang mang tu zuk par che.
Nice. Good. Loma Dena Zimba Tong, he got together Loma Tong,
Thousands
about
students.
1,000 students who were all Pitaka holders, okay, scripture holders, which means they were masters of scripture. And they went to Pelyu. Who knows what Pelyu is?
Nepal.
Nepal.
Yeah, to Nepal. And this Jun is the high honorific for Pep, okay? They did travel us to Nepal. And Peyo na nepe genden namla, they taught who?
The Sangha,
That was living in Nepal. What did they teach them? Take Pachembuchu.
the Dharma of the Mahayana.
Yeah, and how much did they teach them? Gyache.
Is that what, hundreds?
Widely,
Oh, widely.
Yeah, okay, widely. And in order, here, going backwards, okay, in order that the teachings that they gave should stay in that country for a long time, okay, he Shashi Mangduzu, which we just had.
He make them do the offering.
Yeah, good. He got people to really overfeed the monks and give them new robes, and he kept the monks fat and happy. All right. In order to keep the teaching there in Nepal. Okay. Here we go. Haggerty, are you up for this? I don't know. Nah? Okay.
I don't, I don't know.
You can do Mauna. You can do Mauna. Aldo, are you translating?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Chinzam, are you translating into New York language?
Not today. Not today.
Hey, Laura, Valiente, do you know how to say in Manhattan, do you want a coffee? You have to say, hi, Jew, you want a coffee? You want a coffee? Okay. Okay, Chinzam, let's
Yes.
go.
Okay.
And
Yes,
Tim is checking you. Tim is checking you. Tim, wake up. Dene.
Oh, you want me to read?
Oh,
Chinzam is reading. Tim is checking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Chinzam is checking. Sugeng is reading. You'll have to wait.
Okay, good.
Okay.
okay.
Dene.
Then Rang Junki chut ten tu drakpa chut ten ko masala kan te la sap kor che ching suk pana suk shap kor che ching shap kor che ching suk pana hang tu she pa rap junki cha chet zin pe kim jun sik ki Sik mu pa tang ki bum pa tok pa sik pe.
Dong Changi.
Tang chang ki bum pa tok pa sik pe.
Good, nice. Okay, by the way, this old language is difficult, okay? Even if you learn philosophy, these old history books are not easy to read. Then he went to a chitin. What's a chitin, you guys? A stupa. He went to a stupa, and that stupa was Rangchung.
Was of him?
Popped up on its own?
Yeah, good. It was self-created. It just came up out of the rock. Like we have one in Sedona, right, you guys? It's a natural stupa that just appeared, okay? In fact, Chakpa means people said it had appeared on its own, okay? And the name of that stupa is Gomasala, like masala dosa, okay? Gomasala. And I confirmed it by some other scriptures. It took me like an hour, but there was a stupa called Gomasala. And Gande means Gandha, which you guys know in Agam, Padim, Pube, oh no. And then Gande means fragrant, okay? At the place called fragrant. And that's an old word for a temple, okay? The fragrant place. So he was at a stupa named Gomasala, and at the Gandhi, at the temple part of the stupa, he was doing korwa.
Circumambulation.
Yeah, he was doing circumambulation, which is very, very popular for older monks in the monastery to stay healthy. They go outside and they walk around in a circle for 2 hours or an hour, and they gossip about things. And so he was, spending the night there sometimes. And then he saw a guy that the Nepalese were calling Hangdu. And apparently, I didn't know this, but Hangdu is Nepali, ancient Nepalese language for monk, okay? It's like saying venerable. Okay, hey, Hangdu Eli. Okay, so they called him a Hangdu, and he had on the chache, means all the clothing and other accoutrements of a Rabchung.
In this case, a monk.
Yeah, he had all the monk's clothes on, but he was a kimton.
Householder?
Yeah, he was a householder monk. He was a monk living the householder's life, okay? Shiki, he was Shingmapa. He was plowing the earth. He was working, all right? And he had a big bumba of chang.
Thermos of beer.
Yeah, he had a big vase of beer that he was carrying. Tokpa means carry. Okay, this is not the tok that means to strike something like a sangha. Sikh, what's Sikh?
Which they saw.
He saw, he was hanging out at this stupa, trying to get some exercise, doing some meditation, and he looked outside, and everyone said, "Oh, that's a monk," but he had monk's clothes on, but he was working, and he was also carrying around a pot of beer. Okay. Who gets the depressing part? Let's see who can take it. Hasso is cheerful. You're not translating today. You're not translating right now, Hasso, right?
No, I'm available.
I like your outfit. You're really handsome today. Okay, here we go. Galway Temba. Go ahead.
Galweten panditar nyamme so nyam tu tuk chung ne gen dun namla tha me sung chum mang tu chao te chuk tor Nam. Kéo kỳ súng cổ. Sam ndok ne we is that day?
Day.
De,
De.
de,
De.
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 Yeah.
De te ku te du che tang te.
Nice. Okay. Gawe Temba, what's that mean, Sugeng?
The teaching of the victors.
Nice. Nyam. Nyam means degenerated. Okay. Has degenerated. May means this DMA root means less and less. Like Hinayana is take men, right? So, but it's the same spelling, DMA. So he said, oh my gosh, look how badly the teaching of the Buddha has degenerated. Nyam, he thought to himself. And then he got Tukjung, which is honorific for Ngenjung.
Oh,
Pronunciation. Sorry.
Yeah.
Pronunciation.
Yeah, he got this, he broke his heart, and he thought, oh my God, this is terrible. And then he gave his Sungchu to his community, Tama.
Am I teaching?
His
Tama
final.
means final. Yeah, he delivered his final teaching to the members of his Sangha. Chum Mang Dutsel means, and he encouraged them to follow the teachings. Then he did a strange thing. He recited the sung. What's that? Sugeng?
Dharani.
Of Tsuktor Namgyal. This is a special deity called top knot, victorious top knot. Okay, Tsuktor means top knot on the top of the head, and Namgyal means victorious. Ushnisha Vijay or something like that. So this is a famous Diamond Way angel, and he took that Dharani and he read it out backwards. Okay, Go means the starting point. Sham means the ending point. Dokpa means he switched it. He read the mantra backwards. Okay. He recited the mantra backwards. De means he recited it, and as soon as he was finished, he passed away. Okay. Could say Duce means, this is a polite way to say he passed away. He gave up the factors that were sustaining his holy body. Okay. And that's an ancient way to say he passed on. Okay. So he purposely recited this mantra backwards. And then it gave him the power to pass on. Okay. I went and got you the mantra, Sugeng. And this is it right here. This is the version by the first Panchen Lama. I looked at like 20 and I think he has the best version. Okay. So do you want to read it for good luck? But from the beginning.
Om Brum Swaha.
Good.
Om Amta Ayurdade Swaha.
Good. Okay. Let's read it. Okay. Om, it's called the head of the mantras. It should start, all mantras should end with Om. Sorry, we should start with Om, okay? Brum means a sacred, it's the seed syllable of a divine palace, okay? It's the seed syllable for divine palace. So like if you're doing a vase ceremony in the Diamond Way, you take a vase and you say Om Brum, and it turns, that space turns into a paradise, a Buddha paradise, okay? So Brum means the palace of a Buddha in a paradise, okay? Swaha, Word really worked it out one day. I never knew the way he worked it out was really, really brilliant. And it means well-spoken, okay? So spoken. So Om, there is a container, a holy container, Swaha. And then he said, Om Amarta. What's Amarta? Sugeng.
Nectar.
Yeah, what's it literally mean? Amarta.
Deathlessness. Nope.
No death. Murta. What's an
Death.
English cognate? Murta.
Mortuary.
Mortality.
Murder.
Oh,
Mortuary. Okay.
Oh,
So
mortuary.
amurta. How does that connect to the Greek word nectar?
oh,
Necro.
Yeah, necro means death. Tar as in tara means to pass beyond. And so it's very interesting that amurta and nectar mean the same thing. Okay, the real meaning of nectar. What's ire in Ayurveda, you guys?
Life.
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 I use.
Life. Yeah, life. Life. Ayurveda is the science of life. And then dade means give me. It's the da in donation, for example, and in data, for example. So Om, the sacred container, Soha. Om, deathless life, please give it to me, Soha. And then he said it backwards, which I'm not going to do. Okay. And you can picture that he's saying, I give up this life and I give up deathlessness. I give up the container of this body. You see what I mean? The palace of this body, I give it up. I give it back. And then he died. Okay. He was able to die. Okay. It's kind of sad, right? So that's the end of Master Vasubandhu. And here's the last part, which is more cheerful, Sugeng. Here we go.
okay. Hustle again.
Yeah, hassle him.
Eni du kui kepa dune jetsun nyampa ngumpot. Jetsun jampa ngumpot tang pakpa tok me kang tu sukpe ne gandan chuki podrang tu pepso. Pepso.
Denidu means in that moment, okay? With that moment. Kui Kupa means the body he was showing people. It's the implication is maybe he was already a Buddha. You see, the body he was showing people. Dupa means he withdrew the emanation. Dupa means withdrew the emanation. So this is implying he was a Buddha. So in that moment, he withdrew his emanation and he pep. The verb is at the end of the sentence. What's pep again? Grow up.
Left.
He traveled to the Podang.
Or the transition.
Podang means, no, that's not Poa. Podang means what, you guys?
Palace.
Yeah, palace. He traveled to the divine palace. That's the broom in the mantra. You see, it's very interesting. He passed away. He withdrew his emanation, and then he traveled to the divine palace called Gandan. And that's why Gandan Monastery is called Gandan, Tushita, right? And somebody was already there. Who? Papa Tome.
Arya Asanga.
Yeah, he met up with his brother again. And he met up with Jamba. He met up with Jamba. Maitreya. Okay. So he withdrew his earthly body and he passed on to the heaven of Tushita, where he was met by Maitreya and his brother, Asanga. Cool?
Cool. Wow.
Here's some, proof about the name of the stupa and the name of the temple at the stupa. These are some references. Some of them come from the new Mongolian data that we have, that John Brady's team is doing even right now. Okay, and here's a citation from an old scripture that says, Ganda, Gomasala Ganda was in Nepal, and it was a stupa that people said came from the rock. Okay, so that confirms what we thought. Okay, And here's a bunch of references to gondola, which means a temple. Okay, the word ganda. And these are all the connections to sweet smell. Here's where I got the reference to hangdu, is the Nepalese word for a monk, okay? You won't find that it's kind of rare, okay? Extremely rare, actually. Okay, maybe somebody could ask some Nepali friends. Here's the dictionary reference, hangdu, pelpake. This is Nepali language, and it means reverend or venerable person, okay? Yay, and here's where I got the mantra that he read backwards, okay? These are some of the different versions of that mantra. Okay, this is the best one I found, and that's by the first Panchalama. And like that, this is how much work I have to do that one mantra, Sugeng. Okay, what's that say?
Oh, okay. So we are going to your text now.
Yeah, I mean, Master Vasubandhu passed away. I don't know. I don't feel like doing more biography tonight. Let's go to the text, okay? All right, so your text is going to start here. Okay. By the way, can you read this part here again? And Ellie's going to check you.
Di yuna di jung di kepe di kewate.
Where did that come from?
The first two, the starting of the teaching on the dependence and connection.
Yeah, this is the key words in the first sutra on the 12 links, right? And what can you translate it again?
If this is there, that is there. If this starts, that if this is here, this is there. This will happen. This will happen. This is what happened. Yes. And if this starts, that also starts.
Nice. If this is there, that will start. If this starts, that will start. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, if this is there, that will occur. If this starts, then that starts. And this is the famous opening line of the teaching on the 12 links. Okay, we're just reminding ourselves because Vasubandhu picks up there. And Ellie, are you in a good mood? Can you check him?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, good. Here we go.
Di kepe.
Yeah.
Di kepe di kewate sejawani mitakpe ken lenjungwe chenyi yente kepa kenyi tu tenpe chiro.
Good. When this starts, that other thing starts, that quotation from the original sutra, it's talking, this is almost the definition, chenyi, or the definitive occurrence of something which comes from ken. What's ken?
The source, the cost, material
factor. Yeah, factor. Which is itself mitakpa. Okay.
Unchanging.
No, changing.
Right. No, changing.
Changing.
Yeah. Changing. Now, why did he say changing now? Why is he saying that now? Look at the first one. Yeah. Yena.
Yeah.
Okay. Yena means if it exists, this will happen. Then he said, if this starts, this will start. So definitely the second one's talking about impermanent things, changing things. But the first one, don't forget there's kinds of yupa which don't change, right?
Mm-hmm. But they cause something to happen?
Well, that's tricky. Like the presence of emptiness in the kitchen is going to make her happier.
And can an unchanging...
Understanding that will.
Yeah, that's true.
Can an unchanging Jungwa, can it arise?
Yeah, by the way, yeah, exactly. That's exactly true. When you say kewa, it means start. And when you say jung, it means happen. So you can say that emptiness happens when you build a chair. The emptiness of the chair happens, but it doesn't start. Okay, and that's a difficult point and a valuable point. Okay, all right. So now, according to the commentary of Vasubandhu, Lord Buddha has moved on from general things happening to specifically things happening from changing factors. Okay, and this is to indicate that kepa is kin. Okay, this is to indicate that starting is something which is always tied up with causation. Okay, factors. Okay, all right. Keep going. Who's checking you is Seiji. He asked me. Seiji, you have a choice. You can do it yourself, or you can have Maitri check them.
All right.
Di tate marikpe kenki duce che jawala sokpe ni nupe kenle jungwe chenyi yente ngachi yanlak ngepe kenyi du tenpe chiro.
Nice. Okay. Ditate. And here's an example of how you see a factor triggering another starting or something else. And he points to the first two links, right? Sugeng?
Yes.
Marikpe genki duce. What's that mean? Marikpe genki duce.
The factor of the misunderstanding is
Good.
producing the fresh karma.
Exactly. Now, for $100, this is easy, Sugeng. In the kitchen, in the two husbands in the kitchen, what will Marikpa produce a duce? Where will Marikpa produce a duce? In the kitchen, in the argument in the kitchen.
When the wife thinks that the emptiness husband is when the wife misunderstand that the husband is coming from itself. So this is planting the seeds for the suffering, for the shouting that she will experience the week after.
But what will she do if she has Marikpa?
Reply back.
Yeah, nice. Good. That's what I want. Okay, $100 shopping for Master Sugeng. Yeah, Marikpa Kenki, she doesn't realize that her husband is yelling at her because she yelled at her kids. And then she's going to yell back, and Duce, second link of the Wheel of Life, she's going to make fresh karma. Okay. La sopeni, nupeken. He calls factors of tremendous power, potent factors, like not understanding where your husband comes from. Okay. Things come from that. And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about very powerful, very potent actions, karmas, which create other things. Okay. Now, he said you can say that one link has triggered another link, or you can say that one link is the ken or the factor that triggers another link, or you can just say nga chi yenlak. What's that mean? Nga chi yenlak.
The before and after?
Yeah, the link before and the link after is the same thing as saying one triggered the other. You see what I mean? If you say link number one and link number two, you're already saying link number two was triggered by link number one. Okay, you're already talking about causality. Once you say link number two came from link number one, you're already talking about link number one being the kin, and not just a cause, but a nupe kin, a very powerful, potent cause. Okay, cool.
Cool. Well, I guess I'm just kind of, I still remember the Nagarjuna video 15 that you did
Oh
the
my
review.
God, I hate it when people say, "Oh, Gesla, what about class number 6 back in 1982?"
Because you are, suddenly I remember about this. So basically, yes, in this, that's why this is the lower middle way. We are talking about the previous link causing the next link. So here, but if we were to use the understanding from Nagarjuna, all these are basically all wrong. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. In fact, that's what Adam's text is going to talk about tonight.
Oh, okay. All right.
All
Okay.
right. So what he says is "Quien ni de ten" means we say that something is a trigger when there's a definite nyepa relationship of adjacent links. Adjacent links. One link is next to the next link. Okay. All right. Now, let's see here. Emily, do you want to criticize this guy? It's fun. It's free. No, Gibson can help you. She fell asleep. Okay, I'll check you, Sugeng.
Okay. Oh, she's translating. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Marikpe kenki duce che jawani marikpa te ken yino.
Yeah, and what this means is che jawa means when you say that that misunderstanding has acted as a trigger for collecting karma. What you're saying is that misunderstanding is
Is the factor, is the cause.
Yeah, factor or trigger or something like that. Okay, good. Yay, here comes an easy sentence, a rare thing in these texts. Please read.
We have one more minute, Geshe-la.
We got one more sentence.
Hlakma nam kyang te sin tu rik par chao.
That's it. What's it say? It's easy. Hlagma means the rest of them.
The rest of them. Okay.
Yeah. Chao means you should. You should.
Chao. So you should. They shouldn't do rikpa.
Rikpa means shepa. Same.
Think of those.
Think the same way.
Yeah, when we talk about link 2 and 3 or 3 and 4 or 4 and 5, you can think of them the same way. Okay. Okay. Let's go one more line because this is fun.
We're at time, Geshe-la.
I know. Kenki deninga, you know. Okay. When you say triggered, then what did the triggering should come before? Okay. When you say triggered, then what did the triggering should come before? Which means DCI, advanced level number 1, where we tried to solve problems in the past, is disagreeing with Vasubandhu. Somebody's wrong.
Geshe-la, you want to give me the next phrase to translate before the next?
I want to pick a phrase. Yeah, let me see here. That's incredibly difficult. Can I want to give you something from the biography, okay?
Okay, sure.
It's the other one is impossible. It's totally impossible. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, I want you to do these 2 pieces, okay? All right. The one that starts with Lopen and the other one that starts with Lopen, okay?
Sure.
Okay. Do those 2 pieces for me. Okay, Dewa, Sashi, etc. Okay, take a 10-minute break, Nick.
We have a 5-minute break.
What?
Do you need more?
I'm gonna go on strike. Well, luckily I did my big business before, so I'm okay. All right.
5 minutes, good.
Everything came out all right. Yeah.
Geshe, is there a new text for Adam for in an hour?
Oh
from now?
yeah. I'll give it to you right now. I'll
Okay,
take my
'cause-
4.5 minute break and I'll send it to
Oh,
you. Okay. Wah, poor
it's
Gisela.
just, I want to
Okay.
share it with people.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Geshe.
Thank you, Geshe.
You're welcome.
I wish I had